Records of Kewanee, Illinois. It's the Vinyl Exile with Jamal Wilson. Up here, it's all about the vinyl, the whole vinyl, and nothing but the vinyl, so help me God. Up here, there is no politics, no left wing, no right wing, just a 360-degree trip around that magical world that they call the spinning record. This show follows a few simple rules, okay? All the music comes from a vinyl source. The tracks are never repeated. You're only going to hear a track once. And also, none of the tracks are cleaned up or altered. The skips and the pops are intentional. And all of the shows are going to stay within the 2-hour mark, give or take. Now let's enjoy some sonic milk from the musical teat.
Sweet
honestly couldn't think of a better way to start off a show or a comeback for anything than with that song. That was called Pink on the Inside. That was from Bernard Purdie and Sandi Hewitt from a soundtrack called Lila. That's spelled Lialeh. It's a 1974 porn film in which it was, according to what I've been researching or looking up, that it was the first black porn film ever made. Now, I didn't say all black because there are some white people in the movie. But the thing is that what is so infamous about the film isn't the film itself, even though it is the first black porn film ever made, was the soundtrack, which is available on vinyl. By the soundtrack, the music was composed by a drummer named Bernard Purdie. Bernard Purdie, who's still active now, he's still kicking. He was the drummer for Aretha Franklin. He's the drummer that you hear on Rock Steady. He's the drummer that you hear on Spanish Harlem. He's got what he's called the Purdie Shuffle, this boom, 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 boom. And he also was on Steely Dan. He's a session musician that's always in demand. But one of the things that I saw him in was a documentary called Classic Albums, which is an excellent documentary, on the Steely Dan album Asia, because he is the drummer on Babylon Sisters. And he shows how he came up with that drum riff for the song. And so he is still, if you look him up on iTunes Music, he's got a few albums. He's got 2 or 3 albums, and one of them including this soundtrack, which is called Lila. And it's he even appears in the film as the band in this club that it's more like a playhouse, an erotic theater. And him and his band provides the background music. And I'll be reviewing, actually, the film on one of my film review podcasts. But it was a film that I had sitting on Blu-ray for a while. And I'm sitting there going, well, you know what? If I own it, I've owned it this time, and I've never watched it. Let me watch it. And that song is a musical number near the end of the film, in which he's on stage, and there's 3 big black guys in all white one-piece suits, kind of like the ones that you saw Johnny Keys wearing when he was having sex with Marilyn Chambers in Behind the Green Door. And they're doing this dance around her, and I'm coming. They're literally dancing, and near the end of the song, they have these white coverings over their crotch. So when they rip them off, their dicks come shooting out. And so I'm sitting there watching this scene, and I'm like, okay, when I'm looking at this, hearing the song and watching a movie, I'm like, okay, I got to track down this soundtrack because I got to have it. So that was why I opened the show with that song. And I'm Jamal Wilson, and this is the Vinyl Exile. I'm sorry it's been so long that I haven't recorded anything in a while, but life gets in the way. The only difference is that this time, I'm sitting in my studio room, nerd shack, or whatever you want to call it, and right now it's 90 degrees with 109 heat index in Kewanee, Illinois, and I hate that. But my wife is out with her girlfriends in the backyard having a pool party because there's an in-ground pool in our backyard, and I don't do that shit. I'm staying inside. And so the whirring, the sound that you hear, because this is a sensitive microphone that's strapped to my head, is the air conditioner, because I ain't turning that motherfucker off. You know, I do when I record a show, but I'm not today because it's just too fucking hot. So, tonight's episode is called Soundtracks That Rock, in which I'm going to be paying tribute to songs from films that on vinyl that haven't really been highlighted before. And this is going to be the first of many episodes about this, because there's a lot of great songs and music from soundtracks that just aren't available. So I'm actually going to continue right now with a song from Dusty Springfield and the Pet Shop Boys, which the Pet Shop Boys also produced, from the soundtrack of Scandal, which starred Joanne Wally Kilmer, Bridget Fonda, and Ian McKellen from the late 80s. And it's sadly not available to download. So I'm really thrilled I was able to get my hands on the vinyl on this. Here's a song called Nothing Has Been Proved.
Man is in the transformation all the time. And the standard Dr. Buzz, just a pint of monster blood, and it does affect them different every time. But Wiser, you created a monster, and they call him Frankenstein. And they call him Frankenstein. He's a good old boy at heart, like so many of us all, but when he's drinking, that's something else again. Well, you can sneak on out and leave, or you can sit and just agree, or you can cross it if you want your face knocked in. 'Cause he can hurt you, I swear to God, and he will hit you as after's not. He's Frankenstein, Frankenstein. Every night's a different mood. There is a fun side to him too. He loves to laugh, he loves to joke, he loves to dance. Watch your girlfriends or your wives and steal them right before your eyes, 'cause he's a lover, so don't give him half a chance. 'Cause he can do it, don't think he can't. Women like him, 'cause he's strange, he's Frankenstein. But Wiser, you created a monster, and they call me Frankenstein. And the tavern down the street is the laboratory where I make the transformation all the time. And the standard Dr. Buzz, a pint of monster blood, and it does affect me different every time. But Wiser, you created a monster, now they call me Frankenstein. Now they call me Frankenstein. He's just foolish. The beer is fine. He is ghoulish. He's Frankenstein. He will save if it thinks it will change him if it drinks it.
but I need you strong for me. Life has its changes and loves its seasons, and heartaches come like they always do. But when life tries to break you, oh please don't let it shake you. Hold tight, 'cause I'm holding on to you. Keep on dreaming those dreams, babe. They got us through it time after time. I just need some room to grow. You know I have to go, but I'm not that brave, you see. So I need you strong for me. For me.
And that was, I can only describe her as every boy's first crush. I'm a 52-year-old man, so I remember this. That was Kristy McNichol with I Need You Strong for Me from the soundtrack The Nights the Light Went Out in Georgia, with a film that starred her, Dennis Quaid, and Mark Hamill. And I'm sorry, if you were a kid, I mean, goddamn, I'm trying to think of when she was huge. I'd say because when she was on Family with James Broderick, that was, I think, the 70s. But, man, every guy had a crush on Kristy McNichol. I mean, her and her brother, Jimmy McNichol, were huge. And then she ended up, it's kind of ironic for me since my wife is transgendered. She was a lesbian, but I had the biggest crush on Kristy McNichol. When I saw her, I'd see her in everything. I would watch her in Family. I would look at her in Little Darlings, that movie. She does a great, oh God, if you could track this movie down, it's terrific. It came out in the 90s. It was called Two Moon Junction, with her, Sherilyn Fenn, and I can't remember the man's name. I want to say Richard Edson or something like that. It was a Zalman King movie. Zalman King was the guy that wrote 9.5 Weeks in the Red Shoe Diaries, those screenplays. And she does an incredible, I love this scene between her and Sherilyn Fenn in which they're trading back and forth corsets to wear. And so you get to see them both topless. And at the end of the scene, Kristy McNichol just stands there and looks in the mirror at both of them and says, I think this is why guys like girls so much. And it's, number one, a cute scene, even though it's very erotic, but it's true. I mean, I love that moment where I think this is like why guys love girls so much. And she always kept her sexuality close to the vest. She's and she was gay, but I mean, back then you really couldn't be open about that. When I was able to find the soundtrack, it was what I call a good get. That I was able to find it. So that was I Need You Strong for Me by Kristy McNichol from The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia. It was a movie that was based on the hit song by Vicki Lawrence. And before that, we had When the Rain Begins to Fall by Jermaine Jackson and Pia Zadora. And funny thing about Pia Zadora is back in the 80s, she was married to a Middle Eastern millionaire who would do anything for her. He discovered her at a nightclub singing, and he decided he fell in love with her and married her, and it was like you see in one of those movies of the rich guy that gives her anything she wants, and he's going to do anything for her. So he would like he would pour money into like making films for her and hiring people. Like she was in a movie called Butterfly with Orson Welles and a lot of other people who she didn't have that much talent, but he had money and clout. So you would see her in the 80s like on a variety show, or there's a album called Pia and Phil, meaning the Philharmonic, in which he paid the Philharmonic to perform with her as she did classic songs. One of the films I remember her in is called The Lonely Lady. And it was a Harold Robbins film adaptation of one of his books. And when Harold Robbins saw the movie, he went, take my fucking name off this shit. It sucks. But it's I think it won a Razzie. I think it's won the most Razzies ever since Battlefield Earth. And I remember the movie because Ray Liotta, it's his debut, and he sexually violates her with a garden hose. That's nothing Ray Liotta talks about. I never hear him mention that in any interviews. Ray, tell me about your first movie. No. But the thing about this, for When the Rain Begins to Fall, it says it's from the soundtrack of When the Rain Begins to Fall. It was a film that never got made. It was supposed to be a film that starred her and Jermaine Jackson. Now remember, this was 1984. The Jacksons were huge. So he hired Jermaine Jackson, flew him in. They did this one song and one video, and he was like, I'm not doing anything else. But they had this video. And the video is supposed to be a precursor to this movie. The film never got made. So they put it in a movie that she's in with Craig Sheffer called Voyage of the Rock Aliens, which you can see on Tubi if you have a Roku stick like I do. Boy, fuck heroin. I mean, you got a Roku stick. You know? And you're a nerd like me. I mean, it drives my wife nuts. But they have this music video in the beginning of Voyage of Rock Aliens for no reason, really, because they spent all this money on a video and they had to stick it someplace. I've never seen Voyage of the Rock Aliens because it'll probably make me go into a relapse. I mean, I swear to God, the woman was not that talented. But she was good in one movie, and that was Hairspray. She was in John Waters' Hairspray because she is the beatnik chick with, I've got the hiccups. She was in the scene with Rick, the late, great, Rick Ocasek. And that was the only thing I could tolerate her in. And before that, we had Heartbeat by Red 7, which was a song that was used in both. I'm sorry. Usually I would stop, but I'm so excited about shooting this episode that I'm not going to stop recording. So these little hiccups, literally, that you're hearing are realistic. I mean, any idiot could. Any idiot could cut these out, but I'm a human being. So I'm not going to do this. And it took me so long to work up the nerve to record an episode. I'm not going to hit the stop button. So let me take a deep breath and keep going. Okay, so Heartbeat by Red 7 was a band in which their song was used in the end credits of Manhunter, which got remade as Red Dragon. And it was also used in an episode of Miami Vice. Both films had involvement by Michael Mann. Also, the song was produced by Mike Rutherford from Genesis. He played bass on the track, which is why it sounds like a Genesis song. Even the guy sounds like Peter Gabriel in the early part of Genesis. And then we had Drinkenstein by Sylvester Stallone that was written by Dolly Parton. It was from a film called Rhinestone. And in the plot of the movie Rhinestone is she works in a infamous country and western club. I'm trying to think the owner is Ron Lieberman, the late Ron Lieberman. And he makes a bet with her that she can turn any average person that she meets into a country and western singer. If she can't, she has to sleep with them. And the guy that happens to pull up, and she goes, okay, the next person that comes up in front of me, that's who I'm going to turn into a lead singer. Well, she gets a cab driver played by Sylvester Stallone, and she's got to turn him into a country and western singer. And that was one of the songs. So if you're able to check out the movie, please do. Dolly Parton was never bad in anything. I mean, she's always good. And quite frankly, I gotta admit, I enjoy Sylvester Stallone. He has his shit together, and I've enjoyed everything I've seen him in. I mean, he's been dependable, okay, except for that one movie he did, but he was broke, which was called Party at Kitty and Studs. It was the porn film that he did. I'll do an episode about that, but I ain't talking about that shit. And then we started out the set with Nothing Has Been Proved by Dusty Springfield and the Pet Shop Boys, which was written and produced by the Pet Shop Boys for the movie Scandal, which was about the British Profumo scandal. And like I said, like I always say, there's no politics here, but I'm recording this show on August 10th of 2021. And as I'm recording this, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo has resigned due to sexual harassment charges from over 16 people, and he's facing a criminal charge over these sexual harassment charges. So, like I said previously, quite frankly, you want to stay the fuck away from America right now because we ain't got our shit together. So, let's keep the ball rolling with one of my favorite artists.
Don't be shy, just let your feelings roll on by. Don't wear fear, or nobody will know you're there. Your head and let your feelings out instead. Now don't be shy, just let your feelings roll on by, 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 on by. You know love is better than a song. Don't wear fear, or nobody will know you're there. Just lift your head and let your feelings out instead. No, don't be shy, just let your feelings roll on by, on by, on by. On by, on by, on by, on by, on by, on by, on by.
I need to know someone who's warmer than the sunshine. Could be that you're the one for me.
Ooh, you touch me deeper, darling. All my emotions started. Come to me now and you will see that I'm never gonna give you up for someone else's love. Never gonna let you go and lose the one I love. Oh, tonight, tonight. Some people never know the true magic of the moonlight. You give me everything I need.
Woman, you really know me. Anticipation's growing. Come to me now so you will see
That I'm never gonna give you up for someone else's love. Never gonna let you go and lose the one I love. Oh, tonight, tonight. Together strong, whoa, together here, forever we're in love. Give you up for someone else's love. You're mine forever. Never gonna let you go and lose the one I love. Never gonna give you up for someone else's love. Never, never, never gonna let you go. No one else's love. Never, oh, never, 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 never else's love. Never, no, never, never. No one else's love. Never gonna give you up for someone else's love. Never give you up. Never gonna let you go.
They'll say I love just a gigolo as life goes on without just a gigolo. Everywhere we go, they know the parts I'm there, selling every dance. There will come the day youth will go away. Then what will they say without me? When the end comes, I know they'll say just a gigolo, and life goes on without me. And then I break into tears, and then Paul comes. Then Paul comes and rescues me.
brass my jockey stand. I gotta tell my little y'all, but we are fucking on the one. Can y'all hear me, y'all? Talking to the long stroke. Too bad that you can't get what we've got. Thinking that you did something shit, but realizing you ain't done a lot. Smacking your children to death until they're out of breath. Now I'm talking to the long stroke, y'all. And we're fucking on the one. Captain him back. Yeah.
Love, can you move it right? Love, can you cut the phone? Love, can you move it right? Love, can you cut the phone? Love, can you move it right? Love, can you cut the phone? Love, can you move it right? Love, can you cut the phone?
And we're still fucking on the one, y'all. George paying attention. In the blast of my jockey style. With his I'm getting sort of paranoid, y'all. Cause I'm from Atlantis and I can't dance. I'm too bad that you can't get what we got. And then you get something about but realizing you ain't done a lot. Hey, your children, y'all. Until they went out of breath. Now I'm talking to the doctor, y'all. Got a lot. Too bad that you can't get what we got. Thinking that you did something about it. Realize you ain't done a lot. Oh, wait a second. And I've been go to bed because the clone stole his head. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Come on, y'all.
Love, can you move it right? Love, can you cut the phone? Love, can you move it right? Love, can you cut the phone? Struggle, love, can you move it right? Love, can you cut the phone? Love, can you move it right? Love, can you cut the phone? Love, can you move it right? Love, can you cut the phone? Love, can you move it right? Love, can you cut the phone? Love, can you move it right? Love, can you cut the phone? Love, can you move it right? Love, can you cut the phone?
And we're still on the one, y'all. Right there on the one. Hold, I tell you, yo. The phone goes 3 years ago. I'm talking to the doctor, y'all. Too bad, y'all. Cause I gotta go. I'm from Atlanta, y'all. Call me Captain Himbag. Too bad that you can't get what we've got. Thinking that you did something about it, but realizing you ain't done a lot. Until you're out of breath. Now I'm talking to the long stroke. You wanna hear me out there? What I say?
Love, can you move it right? Love, can you cut the phone? Love, can you move it right? Love, can you cut the phone? Love, can you move it right? Love, can you cut the phone? Love, can you move it right? Love, can you cut the phone? Love, can you move it right? Love, can you cut the phone?
And we're still on the one, y'all. George paying attention. The XYZ band. And I feel something back with y'all. Paranoid. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, y'all. And we're talking on the one. Talking to the doctor, y'all. Well,
Love, can you move it right? Love, can you cut the phone?
can't cut the phone.
Love, can you move it right? Love, can you cut the phone? Love, can you move it right? Love, can you cut the phone? Love, can you move it right? Love, can you cut the phone? Love, can you move it right? Love, can you cut the
I love that track. I love it. That was Lump by a band called Mutiny. Mutiny was a band created by Jerome Braley, who was a member of George Clinton's Parliament Funkadelic, but he got fucked over. And if you want to hear the story about that, and it's fascinating, I tripped over it. If you have Amazon Prime, there's a documentary called Tear the Roof Off, which talks about all of the fucked up things that happened when you had to work for George Clinton. And it's a fascinating documentary. And that song by Jerome Braley, who created Mutiny, that's why the band is called Mutiny, because it's everybody that left Parliament Funkadelic because he wouldn't pay him, or he tried to pay him in cocaine, is that track is on the soundtrack of Cruisin', the Al Pacino film in which he has to be a undercover cop investigating some murders in the gay leather underworld, which is one of my favorite movies. Like I said, on the upcoming videos that I'm going to be doing film reviews, that's one of the DVDs I'm going to be talking about. It's one of my favorite movies now. But that song is on the Cruising soundtrack, and that was how I discovered Mutiny. The album that it's from, other than the Cruising soundtrack, which is a bitch to find on streaming. You can get it on CD if you hunt for it, but I got it on vinyl. The album by Mutiny is called Mutiny on the Mama Ship instead of the Mother Ship, because he couldn't use that word to show. I mean, if you read the lyrics of the song, it's like totally slagging George Clinton. But god damn if it ain't got the funk to it. And before that, we had Tonight Is What It Means to Be Young by Fire Inc., which was a group put together by Meatloaf writer and producer Jim Steinman, who had passed away a few months ago, for the soundtrack of Streets of Fire, which is one of my all-time favorite movies. And if you have not picked up Streets of Fire in its deluxe edition on Blu-ray, I highly recommend that you definitely pick it up and check it out. Number one, it's a beautiful, beautiful transfer. I've never seen it look this. It didn't even look that good when I saw it back in 1984 in the theater. And also, the extras on it are phenomenal. So I'd highly recommend seeing that, checking it out. It's worth your money. And before that, we had Just a Gigolo by Marlene Dietrich off of her, not her. It was off the soundtrack Just a Gigolo, which was a movie made 45 years ago by David Hemmings. And it starred Marlene Dietrich, David Bowie, and Kim Novak. And it's finally seeing the light of day on DVD. It's at the library that I work at, and I haven't been able to get my hands on it. And I can't wait to see it. But I love her. That was a performance outtake. That's why you hear her talking through it and going, and this is where I cry and someone helps me. That was the thing. It was an outtake. But I just love the way Marlene Dietrich performs it. And it was her final film appearance. She only did the movie because she wanted to work with David Bowie. And so I can't wait to get my hands on this movie. And then we had I'm Never Gonna Give You Up by Frank Stallone and Cynthia Rhodes from the Staying Alive soundtrack. And what can I say about Frank Stallone? I mean, he's a great singer. I enjoy his acting. He was terrific in the movie Barfly with Mickey Rourke. And Cynthia Rhodes, that's Richard Marx's ex-wife. He's now married to Daisy Fuentes. And that was one of my favorite movies. Sylvester Stallone co-wrote the script and directed the sequel to Saturday Night Fever, which was called Staying Alive. And I started out the set with Don't Be Shy by Cat Stevens, who's also known as Yusuf Islam, off of the soundtrack Songs from Harold and Maude, and I was beyond thrilled getting my hands on that soundtrack. I bought it on Record Store Day. The soundtrack's never been available before, and usually what's been available from that movie is if you want to sing out, sing out. So the fact that I was able to get that soundtrack and all the songs that were used in that movie just was thrilling. So that was why I decided to play Don't Be Shy, which opens the movie, because we all know what If You Want to Sing Out, Sing Out sounds like. But Don't Be Shy and all that, I really wanted to get that on the show. So that's the end of this episode, of episode 12 of Soundtracks That Rock. Before I go, I wanted to say a few things that I normally wouldn't talk about. One of the things is, to my people in the United States that keep downloading this show, and to everybody downloading this show, thank you so much for being so dedicated and loyal. And quite frankly, I'm amazed at how many of you love that Laugh Tracks episode with Millie Jackson and Bette Midler. I'll revisit Millie Jackson at some point later, but I'm really glad you guys loved that episode so much. Right now, in the United States, we have this Delta variant of the COVID-19 virus, which is spreading faster, and there's idiots that won't get vaccinated, and it's causing it to get bigger. But in the meantime, when we got vaccinated, things had opened up. Concerts had gotten rebooked. Artists are now able to tour to catch up on the money that they lost for a year and a half when we were on shutdown. I really, really, really can't stress enough for all of you that go out there, for the respect of every human being in this country, please wear a mask or get vaccinated so that way we can try to neutralize this illness, because right now it's becoming a black plague for the United States. I mean, Trump does not give a fuck about anybody but himself. Now, I really don't want to be political. I'm not going to make a political approach on this. This is a health thing. If I can't, if I don't have audience members, what's the point of the show? And I don't need you all dying on me. So please get vaccinated. If you don't want to get vaccinated, wear a mask. If you do go to a concert for an artist that's now touring, please not only respect the people around you, but buy merchandise at the concert. Buy a t-shirt. Make sure you see the concert. But if you buy their t-shirts and things like that, that pays them directly. Definitely support the artists, because they're trying to make up for a year and a half of lost wages. So please do that. On that note, I love you all. Please tell your friends about the show. I will definitely be back with another episode. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do next. And if any types of thoughts you have about the show, please contact me on Instagram, on the Vinyl Exile. And thank you very much. Thank you for being so patient. Thank you for being so loyal. And I hope to hear from you soon. The Vinyl Exile was written, produced, and programmed by Jamal David Wilson and his vinyl collection. The website at musicdiversityprotection.com is created and managed by the irreplaceable Ann Almgren. If you ever want to contact her to have you do your website work, you could always contact her at Great Graphics. That's GreatGrafix at Instagram. So you can always contact her there. And special thanks to Ribbon Records and Discogs for helping me get the material. And don't forget to tell your friends about the show, and please leave a review. I mean, you can always contact me through Instagram and Twitter by looking up The Vinyl Exile. I've killed the Facebook page. I mean, I thought it was pointless, so I've stick with Instagram and Twitter. I prefer being reached that way. Finally, once again, thank you so much for your patience and your loyalty to my show. This is a tough new era for all of us, regardless of our ideals and beliefs. Just please stay home and stay safe. Support your local businesses. Wear a face mask, wash your hands, and be civil and compassionate to each other and everything around you. Make sure that you protect life, protect nerd power. Take care, and be seeing you.